I'm similar to the Thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Tarr Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Coincatch jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Beneath with my me, screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me. A big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia. Getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a hoe, a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck until I nosebleed. Even if the new man's a certified Mac, you get that H-Town in ya. You want that old thing back?
Like B-I-double-T-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for bustin' in your E-Y-E. Baby, bitches know they love to hate me. How come you come, we coming back to maybe? How close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you and your sis make similar faces? When y'all come and y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera rolling. Cause I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back. I'm looking like bitch, my swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back.
Like Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares of girls killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, let's dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hundred's in the crib, please send it in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot, but licking clips have to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peak the funk flow, really go. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen this, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex, and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York? Fulfilling fantasies without that nigga Mr. Raw. Or tattoo, I got you wrapped around my dick. And when I'm done, I got the split shit.
Saving on your education should What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Excuse me. Happy Monday. Glad to see you all here. My mic is good. All right. Happy to see you guys here. Market's moving. Got some good things we're going to talk about. The weeklies are changing. There's finally something happening in the charts that we can talk about and we can focus on for these, especially the weekly closes. Real quick before I get started, I am going to live stream the debate tomorrow. Last live stream we had 5,000 people tune in. It was pretty cool. Gave a little bit of commentary. I'll probably do a little bit more this time. Obviously, while they're speaking, I probably won't speak at all. But it could be fun. Bring a drink or two. Just kind of like a community. Let's watch the debate. Obviously, it will impact the market, so it is important to stay relevant with it. I guess stay caught up. So Bitcoin's pumping. Why? So I'm just going to skip ahead to Bitcoin really quick before I go through S&P and so forth. So guys, we've been eyeing the 55K level for the last several weeks. I've constantly brought it up. I've constantly talked about it. I've constantly said I'm looking for longs in that area. If I get a setup in that area, I'll take it. If I don't, and we pump and go to oblivion, whatever, we have the spot anyways. But just kind of giving a little bit of background for anyone that's new. That's the area we've been targeting. That's what we've been looking at. We're waiting for that setup. We saw a nice move upwards today, but so far it's just been a retest. More on that in a little bit. So we start with the S&P. S&P 500. So one thing I really like, and I tweeted about this earlier, we have bullish divergences, lower lows in RSI, forming with higher lows in price at this moment. We need this weekly to close green for those divergences to officially exist. I guess be confirmed. Yes, we have a potential double top, but I really don't think it plays out. For the last... What is going on here? Okay. For the last several months, we've had multiple areas where double tops were possible, and they never end up playing out. Ultimately, I think this is just consolidation for higher. There's $6 trillion in money market funds waiting to be deployed. Everyone keeps saying recession, keeps bringing up that we're going to have a recession. And guys, when has the crowd ever been right? Again, during COVID, during the heat of COVID, when it kind of first broke out and everyone was freaking out, they said that, and they meaning news, media, whatever, said that we would have a multi-year bear market as a result of what's coming, the disease. We ended up starting the largest bull run of all time. So again, don't follow the crowd. If everyone's saying one thing, it's most likely not going to happen. Follow the charts, follow what's right in front of you. So, also have no idea why chat's not coming through, but my apologies. If you guys are trying to chat on Twitter, go to YouTube. This is a multi-stream. I should be able to receive it through there. Real quick, bullish divergences. We've been in an uptrend for, what is this, almost 3 years? Well, I guess 2 years. 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. Almost 2.5 years come this winter. Looks great. I really don't have any problems with this. I know the double top. It's there. It's not confirmed. It doesn't confirm until we break through this midpoint here. So, look, we can sit there and say double top, scary this, scary that all day. It doesn't exist until it confirms. So, moving on. Dollar. So, I really like how the dollar looks as well. Whether we range or break down, it's still bullish or relatively bullish as long as we don't break 106 right away. Just a reminder, and for those of you confused, we've been in this range for the last 2 years with Bitcoin and the S&P 500 moving higher the entire time. So my thought is, as long as we continue ranging or we break down, both of these markets are going to continue moving higher. Obviously, history in some ways can change, or history doesn't always predict the future, but it's the current and common theme we've been seeing. Plus, if we just really quickly look at the daily and the 4 hour, all we're doing is consolidating. We have a clean downtrend, consolidation, no signs of reversal yet. So in my opinion, this thing is ready to continue this consolidation for a breakdown as it's forming a bear flag. Ultimately, dollar going down, good for stocks and crypto. If you're new here, learn something new every day. As for the 4 hour, again, no signs of reversal. We did initially get this little double bottom. I had said, hey, we're probably going to pump, come right back down to support. Did. Now we're pumping again. Ultimately just moving sideways to break down. Why do we need sideways? Because the daily was oversold. You consolidate, build volatility. If you look at the Bollinger Bands, we're going to ultimately build volatility by tightening these two bands together during this consolidation so that we can continue that downtrend and ultimately break through this major level of support. Until I see some type of reversal pattern, some type of reversal indication, my thought is that the dollar continues to go down as the S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, and crypto start to move higher. One thing I did want to look at while we're on the topic of stocks and crypto, I wanted to open up the 2020 to 2021 bull market, or really 2019 to 2021 bull market. I wanted to put up S&P there. This is interesting. Now I know S&P kept moving up. Bitcoin made an equal high. I guess what I'm looking for is where or is there a stagnant period where these didn't follow each other? I mean, there's little bits here and there, but not really. I mean, up until May, which is weird because you'd think that liquidity would go from S&P to Bitcoin. Crazy how it's followed everything. And now we're seeing that kind of change in direction as crypto's kind of been lackluster. Stocks are being volatile and showing relative strength to Bitcoin. Anyways, I just wanted to see if there was ever a period where Bitcoin did nothing and stocks really shot up. And yes, we got one in the middle of 2021 before Bitcoin ran from 30 to 69,000. So just bringing that up one more time. We could be looking at classic. I'm on the chart. No? What's going on? Oh, I'm on the. No. What the hell is going on here? There it is. Here it is. So you have stocks continuing higher here. Bitcoin goes down. Ultimately, Bitcoin makes this kind of double top-ish pattern while stocks continue to rise up until the peak at 69. They end up dumping both at the same time, as we knew that we had some kind of, and for lack of a better term, recession. It was a year of downturn. That was a 30% downside for stocks. For the S&P, it was about an 80% downturn for crypto. In my opinion, that's a bear market recession. It met every single bit of criteria that every recession in the last 100 years has met. I'm almost wondering if we're seeing this at this stage of the quote-unquote bull run, where you have crypto just kind of sucking and the S&P is continuing to rise. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to be followed by a massive bear market right after, but it almost seems like we're in this period of crypto's kind of doing nothing while stocks kept taking off. And now stocks are consolidating. Now can crypto catch up? We'll see. That's kind of been my question for the last week. We talked about the dollar. Let me remove this total. So I did want to show this today, and I still for some reason can't see the chat. Again, I don't know why, and I apologize. I have no idea why that's working. I'm refreshing the chat now to see if it works. Let me try and open up on my phone. Okay, well, I'll figure it out tonight, I guess. I don't know why that's not working. Okay, so I wanted to show total 1 compared to total 3. And I think this is important because if Bitcoin continues to bounce, if Bitcoin continues to show strength, your AI coins, your Solana, probably a lot of the Solana ecosystem, maybe Link, are all going to have significant moves to the upside. And here's why. Total 3, not only is Total 3 showing a potential double bottom here on the weekly, very clear. Nice little kind of reversal candle here. But Total 1 has been showing lower lows. Total 3 has been equal lows this entire time. It's showing more strength. So in my opinion, although Bitcoin dominance is technically still pumping, Total 3 and some of these alts like Tau, Fetch, Solana, Link, BNB, let me go down the list, possibly ICP, possibly Crow, possibly Doge, I'd say possibly Pyth and MKR. Not everything is going to pump, but some of these coins are going to absolutely outperform Bitcoin and especially Ethereum. Ethereum has been pretty lacking or lackluster recently. But I just wanted to showcase this because it's important. If you're someone that wants to take advantage of something that looks strong, and here's another way to tell, go to Solana to Bitcoin, open up a weekly. What does this look like to you? Right? Huge uptrend, lots of sideways consolidation to relieve and bring volatility back from the original uptrend to continue higher. This is squeezing and it's likely going to continue higher. I mean, textbook consolidation continuation right there. And you're seeing on Total 3, we're holding lows. We're making kind of equal lows. We're making bullish divergences here, or trying to. Right? Lots of good things happening for Total 3. So if you're someone that's like, hey, I like to trade Solana, or you want to trade AI coins, or you want to take advantage of something like that, there's a huge opportunity there. Let's move to Tether dominance. On the weekly, it just kind of looks like an inverted Bitcoin. Not a whole lot going here. It's not like we have divergences or anything. My only thing I spotted today was on the daily, we have divergences here, bearish divergences. So I would expect this to at least retest 5.25%, which brings a long opportunity into Bitcoin and crypto alike. What's up, Max? How's it going? Looks like the chat's finally working. So I can see the chat on my phone. I can't see it here. I don't know why. Very wild. That was really my only spot here. On the 4 hour, it's not like we have much. We dumped. Yes. Not like we have a straight reversal setup. Because here on Bitcoin, yes, okay, you could argue. I know many of you will. Nice bounce. Yes, volume is technically rising with this bounce, but ultimately, guys, we're just looking at a retest. Right? We had 58K as support. We were looking at it for this inverted head and shoulders that ended up breaking down. We've seen it retested once, break down, retesting it once again. In my opinion, I think we consolidate here before getting that setup. If I open up the daily, and this is the best part in determining setups or determining if something's legit, look at volatility. Look at the Bollinger Bands. Are Bollinger Bands even close? And they're not. We're not going to get a decisive move until these start to squeeze together. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do markets tend to tank after the election? I guess it depends on the election results and who's voted in their policy. I know that leading to the election, so the summer's good. The 2 months before are usually bad. And then I think post-election, generally markets continue. I mean, it really depends on who gets elected and what the market likes. In my opinion, I think the market likes Trump. We've seen it time and time again. When Trump speaks, the market continues higher. I'm not just giving you my opinion, I guess. I know we all have different political opinions. I don't want to get into politics. I hate getting into politics. But we've seen time and time again the market does enjoy Trump and his policies. So in my opinion, Trump gets elected, market continues higher. If Kamala gets elected, it'll probably continue higher, but not as long, right? Because there's going to be policy change. She's got some pretty wild policies, especially for investors. Like she wants to tax, unrealized gains. I mean, for those of you that think that's a good thing, if you rent a house or you rent an apartment, expect your rent to go through the roof. So hopefully, I know a lot of that's just like a scare tactic or to please their base, but that's a pretty wild, and that would really hurt the market. A lot of people would take profits immediately. There wouldn't be investments held for a significant period of time. It'd be very, very, housing would be extremely unaffordable. Because you have to remember, all of those losses or all those gains you're being taxed on or unrealized gains you're being taxed on have to be made up somehow, right? And that'll come in the form of rent. Let's dive in on these lower time frames. You know, for the 4 hour guys, I know nice bounce. Look, if you caught it, excellent for you. For me, this isn't, there wasn't anything to trade here. Yes, you could say, okay, you know, we bounced, nice bounce. But for my trading system, there wasn't anything for me. For me, this looked like a bear flag and potentially could have gone lower. We went higher. We held weekly support. Excellent. I was also busy all weekend. Barely slept. We had a charity event that lasted all weekend. Very cool for the U.S. Navy SEALs. But wasn't really paying attention too much to the market. So I'm glad we didn't get a setup. I was checking to see if we would get one, but we didn't. Nice pump. Retesting 58. In my opinion, I think we start to weed back down into support, possibly create a higher low, bring in that volatility I discussed about the daily. I mean, yeah, the 1 hour is insanely, not insanely overbought, but overbought relatively. Volume does look okay, but again, just looks like a 58K retest. So not much to work with in terms of reversal. I do really like this weekly, though, man. We are holding support. We're bouncing off of it. I just wish we'd get a reversal set up so we could try and catch the move. Real quick, again, for any of you guys, I see there's a lot of people here today. I appreciate having you guys here. Tomorrow, I believe it's at 9 p.m. Eastern, but just in case, I'm going to look it up again. Because they actually have been changing the times, for I believe, for the debate. Let's see. Okay, I had it right the first time. So the debate, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard tomorrow. If you're not Eastern Standard, figure out what time zone you're in and figure out what time that debate would be for you. I'm going to live stream it. Would love to have as many of you as I can in here. I'll give commentary, try and answer your questions, give you my opinions. Look, when they're debating and talking, I try not to talk. I try to let you guys listen to the debate. But, let's have some fun with it. Make a drink or two. It's going to be wild. I can't. American politics is like a clown show now, regardless of who you like. Both sides, it's crazy. And I can't wait to see. I mean, for me, yes, it's important, but there's so much entertainment behind this debate. And I'm actually curious to see how Kamala's going to do, because she hasn't been interviewed, I don't think. No, she did one interview at CNN, but she hasn't debated yet as a presidential candidate. I know she did the vice president debate last year, but she got slaughtered by Tulsi Gabbard. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Hopefully it goes smoothly, but again, bring a drink. I'll probably start like 5 or 10 minutes beforehand. So yeah. What's up, Colin? How you doing, man? Nice to see you here. Let's continue moving forward. So Bitcoin dominance. I talked about this last week, this potential kind of double top. I doubted it. It looks awkward. To me, it looks like we're consolidating an ascending triangle to break out. I mean, it's just telltale on the weekly. We're moving sideways right under resistance. We're trying to build volatility, trying to break out. The good thing about Bitcoin dominance moving higher here is Bitcoin is moving higher with it. And we've seen this trend. I'm going to zoom out really quickly. Every once in a while I show this, but we've seen this trend that Bitcoin dominance moves higher, so does Bitcoin. Right? We had this kind of slow sideways period for dominance, hence Bitcoin kind of cooling off. But now dominance is starting to rise. Bitcoin's starting to rise with it. If we can break this resistance at 58% and Bitcoin can break maybe 62 to 65K, huge. Absolutely huge. To me, that says that our uptrend is going to continue. Guys, for any of you guys that are new to crypto trading, Bitcoin tends to lead the market. Alts tend to do nothing until that liquidity shift happens. The only way the liquidity shift happens is when you see money transfer from Bitcoin to Ethereum to other altcoins, and you'll see that happen live on Bitcoin dominance. So dominance heading higher is technically good for alts now because it's bringing more liquidity into the market. When we have the liquidity shift, more money will move into altcoins, sending them higher. Had a wild birthday weekend. We're just chilling now. Yeah, we had this charity event, a lot of drinking, a lot of fun. Just awesome, dude. Navy SEALs, those guys are my heroes. They do things that you never even hear about and that you'll never even know about. And I cooked 30 pounds of pasta, like a traditional Italian pasta, for them, and I've never seen it get eaten so fast in my life. I gotta fix this. There we go. Never seen it get eaten so fast in my entire life. Pretty wild. But let's zoom in a little bit more. Just see if there's anything to spot. I mean, ultimately, the daily's consolidating. Likely to continue higher. Not much on the 4-hour. Really, I'm just focused on the daily here. This is beautiful consolidation. It doesn't really get any better than that. What's my mid to end cycle price target for Solana? I don't have one because we haven't seen it. I can't give one, especially if we go into price discovery, especially if we, depending on when we see the liquidity shift, if we even get it. I don't like doing targets. Look, if I'm in Solana and I'm up 10x on it, I'm probably going to take profits. Or if I see weakness on the weekly, I'll probably take profits. I don't like doing targets because what if your target never gets hit and you just end up holding and you look like a chump in the end? Like, I trade strength and weakness. If there's strength, I continue to hold. If there's weakness, I'll start selling. My plan really for my spot positions is to DCA out. So let's say Bitcoin breaks 100K, 110K, whatever. I will start to exit the market. Whether that means that Bitcoin goes to 200, 500, or $1 million a cycle, I don't give a shit. I bought between 15 and 20K. I'm going to take profits and take my 5 to 6x. A lot of these alts at that point will probably be significantly higher. So, look, at the end of the day, your job is not to buy bottoms and sell tops. It's to make money. And however you get there, great. There's nothing wrong with that. He's a legend, but there was no call at 55K. Yeah, there was no call because there was no setup. I don't advise buying randomly because this market will cease to surprise you. I've seen crazier things happen where we pump initially off support and then that night just immediately dump through it. As I'm a trader, I trade setups. I don't care, about some of these smaller movements. And again, yeah, nice bounce. But until I get a setup, I'm not going to trade it. And that's just how I operate. I've lost way too much money in this market trying to catch falling knives and trying to out-trade something. I find better success when I'm patient, wait for a setup. And even if there's only 3 trades that month, that's fine. If I still make 5 to 10%, that's better than good. Like, that's crazy. Yep, it did begin with volume. Now volume's starting to kick in a little bit, but we're still retesting 58. Let's take a look at Ethereum, then Ethereum to Bitcoin, and we'll call it a day. So Ethereum, I do like this. We have bullish divergences here between RSI and price. We're also recapturing a level of support. So almost seeing deviation here with those divergences. This looks great. I do really like this. Accompanied with Ethereum to Bitcoin, showing bullish divergences here. Holding or trying to hold this much larger support area that we've seen in the past, act as resistance. So long as we hold it, so long as we start breaking out, great. If we continue to move lower, though, and ignore these divergences, and this turns into consolidation, then not much you can do. The debate will dump on us. Hopefully not. If we start seeing market movement, I'll switch off the debate. We can talk about market stuff, too. We'll probably do both. What I'll actually do is I'll have the debate up, and we'll see how the market reacts to what everyone is saying. Hopefully we get some... It'd be cool to get some volatility. All right, look at Tau again. Can we... Yeah, we can look at Tau real quick. I mean, Tau's just been ranging since June. I guess that's not that long. Oh, like 3 months. Tau doesn't look bad. You actually have bullish divergences between these. I will say this does look like a consolidation, could go lower, but I mean, what it comes down to is what is Bitcoin going to do? I mean, guys, today's a perfect example of Total 3 outperforming Total 1. You have Bitcoin up 5%, Tau, Fetch, Sol, not Sol quite yet. Tau, Fetch, Sol, ICP is outperforming, Doge. I mean, every coin I literally listed is outperforming Bitcoin earlier in the stream. So Tau just needs to go over $400. If Tau can get over $400, it's back on par to continue its quote unquote bull run. Yeah, that support is holding very well in Tau. Let's hope it continues to hold. I own a bunch of Tau from like 110 to all the way up to 220. It just depends on where I bought. My biggest purchase was at 128. So as long as we stay above that, we're okay. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. I want to go eat late in the day. I had a bunch of errands to run today, but I appreciate all of you being here. So just a couple last things real quick. Debate tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be there. Bring a drink. If you can't drink, then don't, but we'll still be here having fun with it. Another thing, the trading bot, we're still working on it. We ran into a complication on Friday evening, and honestly, guys, I was busy with charity event. I could not work on it the whole weekend, so we're going to try and get it done this week, if not next week. Look, at the end of the day, we're trying. I know it's late, and I do apologize, but we're trying to perfect this thing for all of you to use, so it's safe. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to stress about it. And for some of you that are putting larger amounts of money into it, you know it's safe and secure, and you're not going to lose money off some kind of technical issue. So, with all that said, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day.